Welcome to day 21 of the 21 Days of Joy mini course. Congratulations on making it all the way to the end of the course. Absolutely incredible. A huge celebration. Congratulations to you. And for investing in cultivating more presence, more joy, noticing when the ego arises, and coming back more to just awareness. So, what are we going to end on? This is one of the most powerful things I ever did for myself, and I'm still doing, and help my clients with. Shadow work. What is shadow work? Shadow work is originated from Carl Jung. And I've put a video after this that you can watch to understand more about what shadow work is, get a deep understanding. It's a beautiful animation illustration that will educate and teach you about what Carl Jung meant about the shadow. In essence, it's that there are parts of ourselves that we have exiled, that we have shunned, and we don't accept about ourselves. And remember, what we resist persists, what we accept, we have the ability to transform. So, as an example, there were parts of myself that would be very angry with my mum, angry with my dad, angry with the world, society, angry at my other family members. And I would never let myself feel anger. I would suppress it. And this could be for various reasons. For some people, it's that, and very commonly, people don't want their children to be angry. And so they suppress it in some way. It might be that they suppress it with anger themselves as a parent. Don't you speak to me like that. Or it might be that they do it in a seemingly more gentle way, but still suppressing it and saying, okay, so I just want you to calm down now. You can just calm down. And when I count, just count to 10, count to 10. And when you count to 10, anger's gone. So there's varying different forms of suppression of emotions. And so in myself, I separated those parts of myself out and shunned them away. And what we really want to do is accept those parts back home to ourselves. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be an angry person and allow that anger to come out at other people. Instead, when I welcome it back, I acknowledge it. I accept that part of myself, and maybe there's some anger or sadness that comes out, but it isn't directed at anyone else. It's just allow it to pass through. And this is where we can use the letting go technique from David Hawkins again. Anger and just let it go. Once we do that, we've accepted more of who we are, which means we can connect more fully with who we are, which means we can be far more joyous. So, your exercise today, and to keep doing throughout your life, is to ask yourself a question. Who couldn't I be for my parents in particular when I was younger? For example, couldn't be angry, couldn't be sad, couldn't be lazy. Also, who did I have to be for my parents and peers and people around me? Might be that I had to be high achieving, might be that I had to be diligent, might be that I had to look after my parents emotionally in some way. So start to realize who you had to be and who you couldn't be. And journal about this, write down what might be your shadow parts. What parts of you could you not accept about yourself? And then sit in a meditation, go into experience, and just allow yourself, don't think about this too much, allow yourself just to pick one of those parts and just be with that part, have an awareness of that part. Maybe it's a part of you that was angry at your mum or your dad. And just acknowledge that part, just be with that. Experiment. Maybe you say to it, I love you, I accept you. You maybe welcome that part back into your arms. Or maybe you see it as light entering back into your body. Maybe you breathe it in, welcome it home. Doesn't really matter. You try in your own ways what works for you. Just use your imagination. Or maybe you just put your awareness on that part and just be there, be present with it so it feels seen. And what you might notice is there might be some letting go of emotions because they've been exiled for so long. When they come home, it's a bit like if you came home after decades of not seeing a good friend or someone you love, how would you feel? You'd feel a lot of release, of sadness, of love for that person. So you might feel a release of some emotions too. Go and watch that video. Think about those questions. Have a write, have a journal, and then sit and be with at least one part of you that you have exiled from yourself. And ask yourself if you're willing to let it home, let it back into you, to accept it. And if you are, and then do that from a place of experience and experiment and use your imagination. Have a great day.